I want to say shout out to y'all. I think, what is this, like episode 20 or 21? Well, as of right now, we do got some stuff to talk about today. I'm going to let some people get inside. But for those that's listening on the podcast, I want to say shout out to y'all. Let me actually go make sure that we actually are live and it's actually showing up on YouTube right now, because if it's not showing up, okay, there we go. It is showing up. Let me activate that. I know some people are going to start rolling here in just a second. We got to talk about Go Yayo today. Him and, of course, Cartel Bo. Not new relationship, because they've actually had a relationship. I see you. Joe Blow just came inside. You know, talking about, shout out to Joe Blow. Gerald Blatch, I see you. Baton Rouge in the building. Shout out to Baton Rouge, man. I've actually got some news coming out of there today. Gelato in the building with the key talk emoji. I see you. Definitely, I need everybody to hit that like button. As y'all come into the building, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I'm talking about that's like the biggest thing that y'all can actually do for me. I'm in the process of getting everything set up right now. I see you. Lewis just came in. You know, talking about KVJ. I see with all the emojis, always and forever. Shout out to you. Christopher came in. H-Town is in here. What's good, homie? We got some big news out of H-Town today for sure. I actually need to let everybody know that I'm actually live right now. Let me go let Instagram know that I'm live right now, so they can actually come on over here so we can all be tapped in together. Coca, I see you came in the building. You know, talking about Arkansas in the building. Shout out to Coca. You know, talking about Tony, DFW holding it down. Listen, DFW always holding it down. There's always nothing but love for the DFW. I'm talking about, of course, I am from Dallas, Texas, for those who may not know. So shout out to the whole DFW in Texas, period. You know, talking about, because I know H-Town in the building too. I see you, Shooter 87 inside the building. You know, talking about. So I'm going to do a little quick video right now, let Instagram know that I'm live. Instagram, I'm definitely live right now. I just went live. Of course, people that's coming into the chat right now, so make sure y'all go ahead and go tap in. Instagram or YouTube, Key Talk Media. That's where I'm live at. I'm definitely live right now. I just went live. Let me go ahead and get that posted up. Hold on, let me zoom in a little more. Boom. Now we in the building, all right? So I'm going to let a few more people come in, then we got to come in. So let me just y'all know something. First of all, let's go over briefly some of the topics we're going to talk about today. So everybody knows that Go Yayo, you know what I'm talking about, had a whole lot of smoke with pretty much almost the entire Houston. I really want to say the entire Houston, but of course, it's some people inside of Houston that didn't have an issue with Go Yayo, but because of the current climate of a lot of people having issues with him, they may not have came out and said, hey, you know what, man? I rock with Go Yayo. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I see OG Hoover in the building. Anyways, you already know. I had to unsubscribe to sub again because I wasn't getting a notification. Yeah, they don't be giving the notifications out all the time. If you don't get notifications, you literally have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and you should be able to get the notifications. I'm going to let a few more people come inside, and then I'm going to actually get to the topic we're talking about today. But like I was saying, y'all notice a lot of people inside of Houston that didn't like Go Yayo because of the previous stuff that actually went on. But Cartel Bo was the one who holding his nuts, you know what I'm talking about, they went down and came out and said, listen, I ain't got no problem with Go Yayo. I don't care if somebody that I rock with don't rock them, don't like them. I'm my own man, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so with that being said, let me go and get into the topics today. Let me get us over to the correct screen so we'll be able to get this show on the road. Anyway, so just a few days ago, Cartel Bo came out and said how he felt about Go Yayo, which it was no beef. It's no beef. It's no issue, nothing like that at all. Now, for those that don't know, Cartel Bo was actually inside of Go Yayo's No Visa video. So they got a long history together already. Not to only mention that, they're also both Crip rappers as well, right? Anyways, now with that being said, Go Yayo has now shown love back to Cartel Bo by playing one of Cartel Bo's songs while they at the club and like just jamming out to him, and he tagged them inside of his story. So I'm gonna play a little bit of that, right? Yeah, so I can't really play the song because YouTube will take it down. But listen, he doing this little gang thing. Hey, that's probably part of the gang that they might be together. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It's just the Crips or whatever the Crips sets and all that stuff like that doing this thing. So that's just a connection that they got, right? But also they've been knowing each other. So with that being said, Go Yayo is now showing love. Go Yayo is, I believe, what Cartel Bo did by coming out and I don't want to say stamping Go Yayo because Go Yayo's already stamped, but coming out and re-embracing Go Yayo with Cartel Bo being from Houston, Texas. I believe this is like a major thing that actually happened, and it took somebody with the confidence and with the like being a man and standing on business for themselves to come out and do that like Cartel Bo did. Right now, if I take it over to the comment section to see what y'all had to say about it, I would imagine a lot of y'all gonna probably be saying stuff about Sauce Walka because that's just how it goes. But Sauce Walka himself came out and said something as well. And I'm gonna let y'all know what the Sauce Father, Sauce Walka, had to say. Let me go to the multi-stream so I can actually see all the comments from everybody. And I'm gonna come out and let y'all know what the Sauce Father, Sauce Walka had to say, right? So the first comment is actually Cartel Bo. He put the fire emoji. So he's further showing, listen, man, I don't care what nobody else is saying. I'm my own man. I'm gonna stand on business myself. I rock with Go Yayo. It is what it is. I see Memphis, Tennessee in the building. I'm talking about, it's a Memphis 10 in the building. Keep talking what it do, man. Right now we're discussing this Go Yayo situation because Cartel Bo has came out and pretty much said that he rock with him one day, and the very next day, Go Yayo is now showing love to Cartel Bo. Now let's take it to the comments there. So the Cartel Bo, like I said, the first comment is from him, and he actually put a lot of fire emojis. Now, the next comment under that says they should do a song together, and I should make the beat. I definitely agree. A song from Go Yayo and Cartel Bo would be super hard. Y'all talking about for a shit show. Anyways, y'all must have forgot Cartel Bo been F with Yayo back then. Why would he switch now? That's true. They have been rocking with each other. 713 Shake said, ho, Yayo disrespected Houston. Well, no. So you got to understand, after he said that whole thing, when he said F Houston, right? So yes, we got to admit it. He did say that. But in the interview, he later came back and was like, I don't really mean F Houston. I was just messed up about the situation that was happening. My partner died in Houston. This happened in there. So it's a lot of stuff that was going on. But y'all got to understand, these rappers are going to speak their mind, how they feel at that time. But that don't really mean they. And he even said, I don't really mean F the whole Houston. I got a whole lot of baddies inside of H-Town that I really miss going that way. So it's like he admitted it. I miss going to Houston. I don't really mean F Houston like that. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just whenever it's smoke. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, for instance, when we get into this World War III smoke today, which I'm going to cover after we cover all this, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about though, right? So I don't really think he means literally F the whole Houston. If y'all was to come ask him today, like, hey, is it F Houston or no? He would for sure be like, no, I'm not saying no F Houston. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It ain't no F Houston, but it's just F particular people inside of Houston. And maybe that's something that he should have said then, which he did say it then, but he said a little more too. Y'all know how Go Yayo is. Buddy gonna snap and just go off the top of his head. Troy said, ain't nobody effing with my top Roman right now. What in the blue hell is going on? But anyway, so if we continue, let me read a couple more comments, we'll get to the next topic. It says, I thought they didn't want him in Houston or Cali. A Go Yayo and Cartel Bo track will be hard. So a lot of people is having respect for Cartel Bo for being able to come out and say this. But like I say, a lot of people is saying, well, one person said something about Sauce Walka. They actually tagged, I think, under the comment of where Cartel Bo said something, and I believe that's what a dude said something about Sauce Walka, in which Sauce Walka responded, not to this guy personally, but just in general. See, this guy came out, he deleted it. See, some more people catching on that a dude deleted it. He had tagged Sauce, was like, don't rock with him because he messed with the ops. It ain't even like that, bro. It ain't like that at all. As a man, Sauce Walka is going to respect the decision of another man, and Cartel Bo is showing it, coming out, showing that he's his own man. And now, if he didn't do this and he just went with what everybody else doing because everybody be followers, they don't want to have their own mind, then of course this probably didn't happen. But the amount of respect that he's getting, like, just period, for coming out and being his own man is like real dear respect though. You know what I'm talking about? People respect people that stand on their own business. But anyways, Sauce Father, Sauce Walka did actually come out, like I said, because a lot of people was trying to pit Cartel Bo against Sauce Walka. They like, no, Cartel Bo, you're choosing Go Yayo side over Sauce Walka. So in that case, you're choosing sides and y'all ain't cool no more. Sauce Walka let it be known, y'all can't divide Houston. And he made the U and an S, which spells us, inside of Houston, right? And then he tagged Cartel Bo. So as a man, Sauce Walka has to respect the fact, can't have no issue with the fact that another man, and Cartel Bo isn't inside of Sauce Walka's gang. Yes, they both from Houston, but they're not in each other's gang. Actually, Sauce Walka's a blood, like a Piru blood, and Cartel Bo is part of like a Crip. You know what I'm talking about? He's a Crip. So they two different things. But the whole point about it is, it's just a matter of respect. You know what I'm talking about? Men come and say that he rock with somebody else. It is what it is. And I tell y'all this, a lot of people will still be alive, and a lot of people, not just in this, I mean just in general, a lot of people will be surviving and be alive and thriving more if more people did what Cartel Bo did. I really mean that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so it says, after Cartel Bo used his own brain and wasn't a follower like most of the masses and said he's not going to follow the trend of disliking Go Yayo, Sauce Walka now lets it be known it's absolutely no smoke with Cartel Bo for being his own man. The public also respects Cartel Bo for being his own man as well. And how do I know that? Because you can look inside of the comment section and actually see. I see what y'all saying. Fire emoji, fire emoji. I've been listening to Bo since that song with Maxo Cream, and y'all want to know something? this is how deep Cartel Bo and Go Yayo's relationship actually goes. Y'all know Go Yayo's song No Visa, right? When I pop up with Pose, and then got turned to a go. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all know. I know Go Yayo's song. I'm not gonna lie. I think Go Yayo is one of my favorite Texas artists. Just to be honest, I listen to all this dude music. Like, the people that y'all see me talking about a lot, I real life listen to like all their music. I listen to Sauce music, Cartel Bo music. So in real life. So, but look at this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all see this video? This the No Visa video. Who is that right there? That's Cartel Bo. Who is that right there? That's Go Yayo. They been, you know what I'm talking about, been having a relationship and stuff like that. So, you know, to my 405 in this thing, I see you 405, you know what I'm talking about. Also, let me get over here real fast. Also, I see you. Troy says, that's why I'm glad I didn't vote. Politics. Oh, we finna get into this politics for sure. Because they done striked us. These people done really sent some bombs at us, y'all. Not on our territory, but on some of our base. We'll get into that. Let me actually get past, you know, some more of this stuff right here so we can go ahead and get into those other topics. But anyway, so that's just the issue. Like I said, well, not an issue. That's the solution and the resolution for Cartel Bo and, of course, Sauce Walka, and also Go Yayo as well. I ain't gonna cap. I need a Go Yayo and Cartel Bo song ASAP, because I think both of them be snapping. And they energy, I just know, because Cartel Bo got that aggressive, throat. He be snapping, bro, like, oh, God. So I need a Cartel Bo and a Go Yayo song expeditiously fast. You know what I'm talking about? Because both of them going to go out. And I know Go Yayo going to go out. I think Go Yayo, one of the hardest things that he done dropped since he actually been free is the song that he got, I think his name is Fresho Franklin. You know what I'm talking about? Where he snapped on it. I know I can really go with the melodies. But anyways, let me go ahead and get to the next topic of today. You know what I'm talking about? So, oh yeah, they cover this dude right here, man. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown came out and he has found a solution on how to avoid what's it called? Child support. So listen, if any of y'all on child support, this is the solution for y'all right here. I don't know if y'all want to go this route, but Antonio Brown went this route. Antonio Brown made a post and he said, I'm out the country. Ain't no more child support. Tell your mama, get a job. So now he said he's done paying child support. He done left the country. And also, y'all know he left the country because he has an active warrant for a murder against him right now. What in the blue hell is going on? Now, that boy should know all the power that America got. We can go ahead and snatch him up and pull him back over here. But I don't know where he at, though. Obviously, it wouldn't be smart for him to say where he's at. But anyways, as y'all can see, a lot of people laughing inside the comment section because what Buddy decided to do. Somebody said he too loud. I'm crying. My boy doing a race on them folks. He's definitely doing a race. But anyways, y'all know that boy be saying he got like CTE and stuff like that. And my screen done froze. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, my shit done froze. My screen really froze. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, we back in motion. Somebody said, Yayo, Sauce Walka, Cartel Bo all trash. Nah, they not trash. Hell no, they ain't trash. Sauce Walka song, Black Business, go listen to that. Go Yayo, really, go listen to his last album. I'm talking about, man, Bo be snapping. You know what I'm talking about? And then Cartel Bo, Monsters Among Monsters. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely go check that out. But definitely go check out that the Go Yayo and Fresho Franklin song that they just put out. They snapping for sure. But anyways, somebody say Putin, a.k.a. Master P. Yeah, we finna get to Putin. You know what I'm talking about? We finna get to Putin real fast. Let me get to one more topic about BEDO, and then we're gonna go and get to the whole World War III thing, because it's really going down with this World War III situation right now. You know what I'm talking about? They done struck us, and we done hit them back. Well, no, we hit them, and they hit us back. But anyways, now, a lot of y'all know that Real Bleeda has actually been arrested. Who is Real Bleeda? He used to say that, of course, NBA Youngboy was his op. A lot of people say, don't mention NBA Youngboy with Real Bleeda. They don't even, NBA Youngboy said that ain't his real op. He wanted to kill NBA Youngboy, and I'm sure if the opportunity arose, the other side will do it to the other side as well. But anyways, BEDO spent $18.8K, almost $20,000 on a Bleeda's member. Now, this is a member he had just met when they even went to jail. But he heard his story, and he literally got out of jail, told dude that he was going to bail him out. I guess the Bleeda dude didn't think he was going to do it, and he really came back and spent $20,000 just to get old boy out of jail. So he came out and he said, the Bleeda dude, this is from the part of the Bleeda gang. He said, BEDO gave them folks $18.8K to get me out of jail home last year. Went back a month after I came home. I called him and told him it's me this time. Dude spent $20,000 to get him out of jail, and he ended up going back. And then BEDO actually came out and he said, not too long ago, I got locked up in Baton Rouge. I ran into Tyree Mode. That's one of the Bleeders. and Lil Osama. Them little niggas treated me like family. We stayed up long nights popping stuff, rapping, getting high. Lil Wody must have knew I was a real street nigga. He told me about his case. He was fighting. I knew he could beat that stuff. He was just stuck. I watched 15 of my partners sign for time for murders because they ain't had the paper. I told Lil Bro I was gonna bond him out. He ain't believe me. He ain't believe me. They released us, and BR little brother had me in the slums, 200 can jury on, not to mention he beat his murder case. So the Bleeda dude was actually beat his murder case. But hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Y'all can say anything y'all want about BEDO. BEDO talk a lot. BEDO do this. BEDO stand on business, and he like a BEDO is a very loyal person. And I think probably his loyalty is something that probably gets him into some stuff sometimes. Not into some stuff, but like his heart broke. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mean that I don't know soft stuff. I just mean like a lot of the times when you're super loyal to somebody, but they may not be as loyal. And I'm not saying this currently, I'm just saying in general, super loyal people always end up the people that get hurt the most because they so loyal. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, and maybe he's feeling that type of way. Who knows? But either way it goes, that's that. Now, let's get into this whole World War III situation because listen, the world almost went up in flames. Why? Because Iran, they let their nuts hang, they let their nuts drop, and they actually did something that I think a lot of people inside the world is afraid to do, and they should be afraid to do it, which is, of course, attack the United States of America. What in the blue hell is going on? You mean to tell me that these dudes over there in the Middle East, well, let me stop. I'm about to go off. They didn't attack America on our own soil. They attacked some of our bases. So let me play the video. Well, I'm going to read it for y'all, then I'm going to play the video for y'all, right? It says, Iran tough ass sent a blitz to U.S. bases in Qatar. We got bases all over the world. The United States, we got bases everywhere. Just in case any other ops come try to slide on us on our own land, we're going to kill them all. I'm going to just keep it 100 with y'all. I don't know if y'all on the right side or the left side, Republican, Democrat. I don't care about none of that at all. I only care about what I see with my eyes and what's real. I don't get caught up in, I'm on this side, so I believe in this. No, I just believe different things from all sides. I'm my own, to my own party, whatever you want to call it, independent, whatever you want to call it, right? But it says Iran state media says its operation against U.S. bases has begun, which means they was about to strike us. Iran launches missiles at the U.S. military bases in Iraq. Yes, we got bases in Iraq. Then it says air defense systems intercept Iran missiles launched at a U.S. military base. So this is the missiles that they actually sent to us. I'm going to play the video for y'all. Now, I'm happy this ain't on our land, though. You know what I'm talking about? They at our bases. But we done already took our people off the bases, so our people ain't going to get hit at all. You know what I'm talking about? I had to scroll down some of the comments. Let me see what y'all saying inside the comment section. So I'm gonna get back to that second. Let me see what y'all saying. Cashville, hey man, shout out to Cashville. Yeah, the comments wasn't even scrolling down. Now a lot of them done scrolled down. Dominic Wilburn said, man, I'll get on a song with him. Yeah, man, do whatever for real. Hit him up. You know what I'm talking about? Pump Republicans, suck dick till it slime. I don't care about Democrats, Republicans, all that. I don't care about none of that. I think, honestly, if you lean too far on either side, that you don't got your own brain. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody need to just research and learn for themselves. That's what I do. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so after these dudes done strike the bases inside of Qatar, which is our U.S. bases, what do y'all think is going to happen to them? We're supposed to completely obliterate them. And I mean, knock them off the map. Everybody, the whole country, state, wherever they at, knock them all the way off the map. But let me read what y'all said to send the comment section. So it says, Iran and them tough, but they ain't for tough. Now with the help of China and Russia, they're tough. Let's skip to the part where the nukes are flying so we can get to the next phase in life. The first comment says, we knew they was going to do that already. I bet they won't attempt to send nothing this way. Oh, they not going to send nothing to no American land. Send it to this American land, we nuking everybody dying. You know what I'm talking about? For sure. Anyways, the next comment say, losers laugh out. This going to be an easy work. Trump, it's your turn again. Hey, y'all headlines be on point, fool. I don't know who writing them up, but y'all be on it. Let me like that right there. Oh yeah. Hey, Trey G, for sure. You know what I'm talking about? And also, oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That's, you know what I'm talking about, Dallas Radio in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Doing this thing for a shit show. You know what I'm talking about? And also it says, WAP, taking them hoes down. Definitely taking them down. You know what I'm talking about? The next comment says, man, you better than CNN. I come straight here for the updates. You on top of your game. Yes, I actually do. I am the one that actually write all the headlines. I write them like that too, because I just say whatever on my mind. You know, I might spell something wrong. I might do whatever and still send it out. Why? Because I'm just going for whatever's on my head, on my mind, like I'm doing right now. Wow, hope nobody's there. So What in the blue hell do y'all think Donald Trump had to say after them folk attacked us? Let me tell you. Before I say that, I'm gonna just play somebody named, he from Fort Worth, Texas, named Big Buckshot. You know what I'm talking about? This is what he had to say about Iran, China, Russia, all the ops of the United States of America. This is what he had to say right here.
Y'all talking about war.
Hold on. Let me put it on the screen so y'all can actually see it. Oh yeah.
It is war, it is. Nigga, this is America, nigga. We built on war, nigga.
Yeah.
We seen war.
Yeah.
Y'all playing, nigga.
Yeah.
We gonna smack Iran
Smack.
like we smacked they cousin.
Smack.
Afghanistan.
Smack.
We gonna smack China.
Yeah, smack.
Russia.
Out of there.
We gonna smack whoever else. I might walk in 7-Eleven and smack one of them today.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, I'm just being 100 with y'all, man. America's gonna stand on American business. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care if you're right side or left side. Whatever you believe in, you better believe in this America business, though. You know what I'm talking about? Because if anything happens in America, goes down, and we lose or anything, and then we all gonna be affected by it. So win, lose, or draw, right or wrong, I'm riding with America. And it is on that. Right now, after them people came out and struck us, this is what Donald Trump had to say. Now, of course, with the Donald Trump image, I had to put Donald Trump inside of a mob boss outfit. Why? Because you already know Donald Trump be running the country like he is a mob boss. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because we need somebody tough. We need, like, the people that we are against, our ops are some real deal killers. We don't need no president in the office that's weak. We don't need no president in the office that's going to just let us get beat, whatever it may be, that's easy to con. No, we need like a slick killer. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't saying he is, but who knows? You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, this is what Donald Trump had to say. So, it says Donald Trump getting gangster with Russia, and he sent these shots at Russia. Russia now for using the N-word, which is nuclear. He let them know we have the most advanced nuclear submarines and hit every target with 100% accuracy on our last strike. Now, the last strike America did was actually on Iran. Obliterated where we hit it, right? 100% accuracy. We ain't missed nothing at all. And they couldn't stop it. By the way, Iran strikes that they threw at us, they didn't unalive nobody. We took our people out the bases, and I'm going to tell you why we took our people out the bases whenever they sent them shots at us, right? Anyway, so let me continue. Let me read some of the comments. They couldn't even stop Taliban and King Peel. Somebody say they murdering innocent black people every day in America. Y'all care? Man, listen, fool. I'm going to get into that in just a second, right? If a nuke, if whatever we got to do to stop a nuke from coming over here to hit the United States of America, I'm with it. Also, you got to understand this. Every time we look on the TV and stuff like that, we got to, okay, look, let me, before I get to this next thing, let me break this down. Before we can actually look at each other and go out and say, hey, these people is killing us every day, you got to really look at our own communities and see that black people is killing black people at alarming rates. Don't act like you don't know that. You know what I'm talking about? Don't act like you don't know that there's documentaries on YouTube that we own right now of killers, of rapper killers. You got your King Vons, you got your KIs, you got your all these different people. So, you know what I'm talking about? You can't really just go in on that like that. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back to it. So this is what Donald Trump had to say. Did I hear former President Medvedev from Russia casually throwing around the N-word, which is nuclear, and saying that he and other countries would supply nuclear warheads to Iran? So all these other countries like Russia, China, and all these other places, Russia as well, giving little signs to Iran that they're going to get them warheads to come try to blow us up and kill us all. What in the blue hell is going on? Nigga, the last thing that we're going to let somebody do is get them warheads and try to come kill us all, right? That's why we putting belt to Iran right now, right? So we continue and says, did he really say that, or is it a figment of my imagination? If he did say that, and if confirmed, please let me know immediately. The N-word should not be treated so casually. I guess that's why Putin is the boss. And remember, right now, Donald Trump is going at the ex-president of Russia. He ain't nothing no more. You know, Putin is the boss man now. He over here talking about nuclear. Nobody ain't worried about him at all, period. You know, talking about anyways. By the way, if anyone thinks our hardware was great over the weekend, which means our hardware, our bombs that we use to obliterate Iran, if anybody thinks our hardware equipment, let me see. Oh, yeah. If anybody think our hardware was great over the weekend, far away and the strongest, best equipment we have 20 years advance over the pack. Donald Trump is saying the equipment, the technology, think about this. The military technology that we got inside of America, we spend You can add up all the countries around the world, what they spend on the military, and it actually doesn't equate to the amount of money that America spends on its military. I'm talking about we slaughtering. You know, I'm talking about we way ahead of the pack when it comes to that. That's why Trump is saying we're 20 years ahead of time. We're 20 years ahead of everybody with the technology that we got for our weapons. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why nobody don't mess with us. All these other countries be getting bombed on their land, wars on their land. We ain't got bombed on our land by nobody. They ain't sent no. We ain't looked in the sky and then we seen some rockets coming over here and just to hit us, and we ain't seen none of that. Why? Because we so advanced with our technology and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, yeah, we do got a more powerful weapon. I see you saying, Young Sir Envy said U.S. got the most powerful weapons. Yes, and yeah, everything that got to do with weapons. Listen, you might go outside, you may not see the best infrastructure. You know what I'm talking about? You might see some potholes in the ground. You know what I'm talking about? You might see a lot of other stuff that we could fix. But when it comes to wartime and when it comes to these weapons, we standing on business every single live. Herbert Moore, I see you say we live. Spill Your Sauce says, Young Sir, but yeah, they can't stop Russia. But anyway, let's continue. So this is what he said. He said, we're 20 years in advance over the pack. It's our nuclear submarines. So we got some submarines that's 20 years in advance. He says they are the most powerful and lethal weapons ever built, and just launched the 30 Tomahawks. All 30 hit the mark perfectly. So in addition to our great fighter pilots, thank you to our captains, right? And just check it out inside the comment section. He said, he on timing. Man, why they on Twitter with it? This is the era. This 2025. The world leaders are all on Twitter. Iran people is on Twitter. Russians is on Twitter. The foreign ministers, all these people is on Twitter, X, what they want to call social media, period. It's just a new age in time. You know what I'm talking about? But one thing I will say, Trump is about to laugh at Iran because they told us when they was about to strike. Anytime Trump did an interview and they been like, hey, so are you going to strike them back for killing us? He'd be like, oh, so you really think I'm about to tell y'all when I'm about to strike back that they can know when I'm about to strike them back? You really done to tell y'all that? I be watching interviews and he be saying that. I just be laughing because he really standing on business about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like him or hate him. When it come to his wartime and need to be protected, America need to be protected, I know buddy gonna stand on business about that. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about all this other stuff. You can say what you want. It is what it is. This, that. Stand on business about America and make sure no bombs don't come and kill us all. Take out whoever we need to take out to make sure that the bombs don't come and hit us. And I know that sounds ruthless and hard, but this America, you know, I'm black in America. We done been through some ruthless and hard, you know, talking about anyway. So let's continue. Somebody say Trump on BS. I'm starting to like bro a little bit. I can hear his voice saying this. How many stop reads after they read N-word and went to post? He's doing multiple things at once. Gaslighting, a derogatory term, gaslighting, full on a war and making threats. Where is Congress? I'm going to be 100 with y'all, man. Sometimes we got to skip past Congress. I know this sounds dangerous because that's how America was built. Sometimes we got to skip past Congress. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you this about Congress. Y'all just said something about black people getting killed and stuff all this time. Y'all do understand and know that all those laws in the past that was against black people, that black people couldn't read, that black people couldn't talk, do this, walk. All those laws went through Congress. You know what I'm talking about? It went through Congress. So don't think that they just your best friend. Sometimes you got to be a boss, do an executive order that the president could do and go slide. And sometimes it's time to go slide, which is what we did, right? Win, lose, or draw, right or wrong, standing with my country. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Anyway, so aside from that, after Trump came out and said that, also, he did respond to us getting hit, though. I'm going to be real. He responded. And for that, he was just like, Donald Trump says, I random strike that unalive 0 people. When we send bombs, we killing a lot of people, right? We going to unalive whoever we need to. But they sent it. They didn't unalive 0 people. He said it was weak, and thanks for telling us ahead of time they was about to attack us. So he says, U.S. President Trump says, Iran attack on U.S. military base on Qatar was very weak. U.S. President Trump calls for peace with Iran. Congratulations, world. It's time for peace. So we done struck y'all. Y'all done came and hit us back. Let's get to the peace. But of course, the Iran supreme leader came out and was like, those who know the Iranian people and their history knows that the Iranian nation isn't a nation that surrenders. And what he means by this, he pretty much ain't trying to look like no coward. But we already know you sent some missiles at our places, at our bases inside of Qatar. You hit it, cool. Even though most of it got blocked out because we got this interceptors over there. So they barely even hit anything. But it ain't 100% bulletproof vest. So they hit some of the things. But at the end of the day, they know what they got coming to them if they try to do anything to these here United States. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Talk about anyway. So Let's see. Dominic Wilburn said, thanks for the shout out, Big Key. 405, man. Shout out to the 405. You know, talking about spill your sauce that y'all forgot Putin walk around with a nuclear button in a briefcase. Who that gangster? It is what it is, man. And he walk around with that, and we walk around with some nukes all over. You know, talking about it is what it is when it comes to that. But anyways, somebody said plot twist. It was a distraction. Bro really think this is Call of Duty. Trump said y'all got to spin the block a little better than that. Then they attack. Why is he trying to claim everything? And my ass playing Call of Duty, doing airstrike. Yeah, people was playing Call of Duty while all this was happening and actually doing airstrikes and stuff like that. But anyways, aside from that, what happened next? What happened next? Oh yeah. So this is crazy. Trump actually came out then after the strikes happened. We hit them, they hit us. Whatever, right? We came out, said they hit was weak, they weak period, and they suck pretty much, right? Trump then came out and said that Iran and Israel came up with a peaceful solution in which Iran people double back with like, nah, forget everything Trump saying. We ain't doing no type of peace. It's nothing. It's that. It's up and it's stuck, right? So Trump said, congratulations, everyone. Now I want y'all to listen to how crazy this is about to sound. This finna turn into like some type of Hunger Games or something like that, right? He said, Key, let a nigga hold $2. You're wild. I'm concerned about the DBZ dragging in the ocean. Y'all is tripping in these comments, but keep it going though. Y'all be having me rolling. But anyway, let's get back to it. So it says, Trump said, congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours. So he's saying in 6 hours, so they can keep killing each other, doing whatever missions they got, blowing each other up for 6 more hours. What in the blue hell is going on? We actually letting people go to war and kill each other for 6 more hours, right? And then he said, for 6 more hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their progress final missions, for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire. So he's making Iran start first. And upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire. And upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everyone works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and the intelligence to end what we should be called the 12-day war. It says this is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. So that's pretty much what Trump had to say. And then people came out and they was like, man, this is fake. This is just a distraction. Somebody say, man, we can have a man talk. That's pretty much what it was. They part allegedly, so only time will tell. Then it says Iran sent them things at them. Now they scared. Not scared at all. We'll literally destroy them and destroy the whole world with that as well. The type of technology we got, I don't think y'all really understand. Y'all talking about somebody say Iran finna run a play. No, that's what's crazy because we actually ended up sliming them out. We slimed them. So let me actually get to it, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, the politics, this is like some Chirac and whoever they was beefing with, old Block 63rd, all that, like that, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so after Trump came out and said that there was a peace agreement between Iran and Israel, Iran doubled back and says, oh wow. Iran them said, fuck all that peace. It is smoke despite Trump claims of peace. Iran says it has not agreed to ceasefire despite the U.S. president's claim, in which that got people thinking like, wait, what? Why would Trump come out and say that? And Iran them really ain't saying that. They really still want smoke. They really trying to get down and get to it like they've been doing. But then this is what Iran them said as well. They came back, they said, Iran them say they believe Trump and Israel and them are offering peace in public to make them think it's peace and then to double back and knock their heads off. Breaking, Iran advisor says no ceasefire. Advisor to speak, the advisor to the speaker of the Iranian parliament calls to end the war from Trump. And the Zionist entity are a deception to pave the way for a surprise strike. If we're not vigilant, we will be surprised by a devastating attack. So right off the bat, Iran is not believing Trump about no peace, not believing Israel about no peace. They think that they're going to backdoor them. And honestly, it's politics. Politics and what we read right now, this is just like the streets. You're killing leaders. They literally put hits on leaders, go kill leaders. They taking territory. Same thing in the streets. What else? Hopping in that car. They literally hopping, not just in cars, they hopping in planes, trains, boats, submarines, and going to go kill. Everything that happened in the streets, this is literally what it is, except this is on a bigger global scale, a bigger international, with more money. Think unlimited money, unlimited guns, firepower, way 1,000 gazillion times worse than the streets, and they're all just as evil. They be poisoning each other. They'll go to a meeting with each other and try to poison the other leader. This really going on. This ain't no fake fairy tale stuff. Anyways, see, Hefe Hawk said, I'm the one standing in the middle of both sides, middle fingers up, because I don't about none of that stuff. If it ends, it ends. And this is what I try to tell people. Forget about being super right or super left, super Republican, super Democrat. You being too loyal to any side is not good. Why? Because they're going to eventually do something that it probably is not in your best interest. So it's best for you to be in the middle and just rock with certain stuff from each side. I don't fully like either side. Sometimes I like some stuff from this side, and sometimes I like stuff from this side. But in actuality, I use my own brain, my own mind, and I read and I study and see what in the blue hell is going on. So let's get back on topic, right? So after they came back and said that, somebody in the comment section says, oh, they own y'all. They not about to let y'all rock them asleep again. I'm from America, but I like the underdog movies. Forget about that. I'm with the top dog right now. I like underdogs too, but right now I'm with America, the top dog. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, they got them boys overthinking. They definitely probably overthinking, because I do think Trump actually does want peace. I'm gonna be real. I think he does want peace. Do I think Netanyahu want peace? I ain't gonna cap. I feel like Israel and them always ready to stand on business. And then they know they got big brother America that's gonna always help them out too. So I'm gonna be real about that. And Iran is for them. I think they just want to show the world that they're not weak. They don't want to look weak to the world. They want to look strong. They want to look powerful. But of course, when you're going against a great power like the United States of America, it's hard to flex on us. You know what I'm talking about? It's real hard to flex on us because we really must do all the flexing. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, right? Anyway, so let me read a couple more comments, then we'll get to the next topic of what went on. It says, start to remind me of Invincible. That's why I said this administration can think they way out of brown paper bag. They trying to backdoor us. They don't really want no peace either. Niggas was just burning our flag the other day. So even U.S. citizens thinking that they trying to backdoor, and it's a lot of backdooring. It's just what politics is. They backdooring, killing each other, all type of stuff, bro. Backdoor all across the city. You don't know who the guys. So that's just what that's about, right? But let me see. I think there's like one more thing that actually happened before. Oh yeah, they slimed them out. So think about this. We just talked about all this peace and all this. Let's all be la la la, alhamdulillah, all friends, all that stuff, right? But look what in the blue hell happened after all that peace talk. Israel and them just assassinated Iran's them nuclear scientists. This nigga that make the big bomb things. They unalived him, his kids, his wife, and his in-laws. They killed Buddy's whole family. And this is after the peace talk. But remember, Trump did say there's a 6-hour grace period where each side can finish their missions on what they're doing before that 12-hour mark goes and it stops. But they killed Buddy whole. Israel and them, they killed Iran's his whole family. And this is their scientists is making all their bombs, the nuclear scientists. This is like their most important person, right? We know the nuclear bombs is like the most greatest thing. Why we even beating them to death so they don't make it. They're scientists, the nuclear scientists, right? We killed them, they slaughtered them. Well, we ain't do it. That's Israel and them, you know what I'm talking about? But he slaughtered them and his whole family. Why? Because they sent the bomb. The bomb hit them and blew everybody up. So, and that's just, like I say, but the war is still coming to an end, right? Now, if we take to the comment section, see what y'all had to say about that. Israeli assassinates Iranian nuclear scientists in Tehran. It says the U.S. with a melt emoji. I swear I've got more information off this page than any other news source. Yeah, I keep up to date with all of this. Why? Because this is entertaining to me. This type of stuff is real life entertaining. It's like, this is, to me, this stuff be more entertaining than watching the rappers, because these are world leaders, right? These are not only these world leaders are really going to go slide in all type of other stuff, right? In front of our face. It's just that y'all don't be having nobody that's going to structure it and show y'all what's really going down. Y'all watch the right side news or the left side news and just go with whatever they say, which ain't always what the real is, though. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, as we continue, next person say, oh my gosh, they slimed out the whole family. It's a 12-hour purge going on. Bow, bow, bow. I thought no woman, no kids. I'm going to be real with y'all. As America, listen, even with these wars that be going on, there are rules. Like, you're not supposed to hit a residential area. You're only supposed to hit like military bases. I'm gonna keep this all the way 100 with y'all, and it's just me being real. America don't. I mean, we try our best. We try, but we don't be following no rules. We like the big dogs. Whatever we got to do to win the war, we're gonna do it to win the war. I'm sure we didn't try to kill Buddy, his wife, his grandparents. We didn't try to do it. They just happened to be there whenever they threw the bombs, which I'm not saying that's right or that's good, and it's not right, it's good. But at the same time, it's like, I think the mindset of a lot of people that's actually in the war is, if America loses, everything crumbles, right? The dollar crumbles, that we as the people inside of America crumble. You know what I'm talking about? That's why we got to stay ahead, slime out everybody as much as we can. And it is what it is, right? It's a sad thing to see and say, but this is what's happening in the world. I'm not here to fake and try to make things all sugar coated and sweet. Hey, this ain't really what's happening. No, it's really happening. It's really going down. They really killing everybody. They killing world leaders, installing puppet governments. It's really going down, and I can't hide it from y'all, right? I'm not the news station that's gonna hide nothing from y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all what it is and what it ain't. Anyways, a couple more comments. One person said he slimed out the plug. They definitely slimed out the plug. But anyways, let me see if there's any more that we need to talk about today. So that seems to be all. But let me actually go to, no, I'm not going to go to, I'm going to go to Tim's and see what they're talking about over there. But let me go somewhere else. If y'all know of any topics that's actually going on, y'all can let me know inside the comment section, then I'll actually, I'll look over it and cover some of that. But let me read some of y'all in the comment section what y'all got to say, right? Let me scroll up some, see what y'all been saying. So, Shogun of Chirac said, Iran quit like the Island Boys last night. Yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, hold on. They definitely did quit and tap out. Did I read that part? Oh, yeah, here we go. Thank you for saying it, because that just reminded me. It is one more thing we need to cover with them. So this is pretty much them quitting. This is Iran tapping out, but they trying to tap out in like an aggressive way so they don't seem weak to the world, right? Which I understand is understandable. But at the end of the day, they still tapping out. So let me read y'all what it say. It says, Iran foreign minister literally just said this 18 minutes ago about a ceasefire. As of now, there is no agreement on a ceasefire. However, a cessation of military operations. To be fair, this is them quitting without seeming soft. They tapped out, but tapped out in power, but they still tapped out, right? And why? Because this is what he said. He says, as Iran has repeatedly made clear, Israel launched war on Iran, not the other way around. And this is literally Iran's foreign minister, right? He said, as of now, there is no agreement on any ceasefire or or cessation of military operations. So that means we still on a full blitz, right? Then he continues and he says, however, provided that Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. So this is him giving in. He's saying, if they really stop killing us at 4 a.m., then we won't try to go kill any more of them. But please stop killing us by 4 a.m. and we will stop killing y'all by 4 a.m. That's just pretty much what it's saying, right? It says, but if the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, we have no intentions to continue our response afterwards. The final decision on the cessation of our military operations will be made later. He said we don't want to kill them no more. And then he said, we're going to let y'all know later what we're going to do in the future, though, right? So let me just keep it 100. It's always going to be some type of war inside the Middle East. There's wars in the Middle East been going on. I'm pretty sure probably before America was even thought of as a 1776, right? So with all that being said, Buddy gave in. He gave up. He tapped out. It is what it is. You don't want to go too many rounds with America. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you get in the room with Mike Tyson whenever Mike Tyson's in his prime and you fighting Mike Tyson and he whooping you, but you throwing some good punches and you damaging him too. But you know, whenever Mike Tyson power up, he hit you with that right 1 or 2, and then it's over for you, right? That's what they're going through. But anyway, let's see what y'all saying inside this comment section, right? Okay, let me scroll up. So I want to really see what y'all been over here saying. Okay, let's start here. A collateral Buckshot should be ready to sign up if we go to war. Oh yeah. And this is what I want y'all to understand too. See, Buckshot is from Fort Worth, Texas. If y'all don't know who Buckshot is, he's an artist out of Fort Worth, Texas, and that's that video that I played, right? Now, Buckshot is out of Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas is a very gang city, just in case y'all didn't know. I'm talking about Fort Worth, Texas is like a mini California, and they still on that even to this day. It ain't like it wore off or none of that. They still on that to this day. So a lot of the inner cities and the hoods has been practicing from war. And y'all know this too. I told y'all, I ain't on here to fake nothing, to act like this ain't that and that ain't this. We already know that most of the inner cities where the gangs is at, everybody's killing everybody. And they be 10 minutes away from each other, 15 minutes away from each other. Everybody putting hits on everybody killing each other. And that's just what it is. I can't fake it. I don't want to fake it. I don't want to get hurt. I don't know if this happened or not. No, it's happening. And it's just real life. life. You know what I'm talking about? I just showed y'all the same stuff happening on an international scale. You know what I'm talking about? And now I'm telling y'all that it's literally happening in the inner cities. But anyway, let's continue. Somebody say facts, Key. The next say Tony Wilrich, hardest black man in the dip. This person is trolling. What's his name? Black King Out Kato. Yeah, he's definitely in there trolling. It says Iran has the right to defend itself. I'm gonna say this. Everybody has the right to defend themselves, but also everybody has the right to make sure that the other people that's defending themselves ain't trying to kill you and everybody else as well. Both sides do. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. I agree with that for sure, right? Young Sir Ivy, USA, Trump can pull a George Bush at any second. Oh, and just go in and just attack and all that. Definitely. Spill your sauce. Get rid of AIPAC. Well, this the thing with that. I would have to do more research to know everything that's actually happening, but I do get what you're saying about that. I do feel like this is what I said about that, right? Not saying that I think that they should go away or not. I think that America should go down the list and just double check everything, right? Make sure everything's all good, everything's all right. We're tired, we're locked in, and stuff like that. But like I said, I would have to research it. What do you mean by get rid of and stuff? But anyways, Herbert Moore says Netanyahu is doing this because they want to put him in jail. I have seen that rumor as well. I don't know if that's actually true, but I definitely have seen that rumor. And this the thing, America runs everything. So who's gonna put him in jail if we America and we run everything? I'm talking about. I don't know. We have to check on that, right? Troy, Backdoor Academy, they a world. Let me scroll down here. So I know y'all saying something. Let me read a couple more comments that I'm going to go ahead and just end the video for today. Didn't left all. So it says, Tony, you keep saying Tony. Okay. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, Caddo Pier. Okay. I'm not going to lie. You keep saying a lot of wild, crazy stuff. I don't like to block people to get anybody out, kick nobody out, but you got to really calm down with some of the stuff you're saying, though. You know what I'm talking about? Herbert Moore says, Biden let all of them in. There's like 2,000 Iranians here illegally right now. Yeah, I don't know how many is here illegally, but I do know it is a lot of people that is here illegally. I know there's a lot of stuff that's going on with that, but I have different views on a lot of stuff, right? That's why I'm not a super, I won't say super political because I do have my own ideas, but I'm not just fully on the right side or fully on the left side. That's the thing. I don't classify as either one. Sometimes I see some of these people do, and I be like, that's dumb, stupid, and retarded. And sometimes I see some of these people do, and I say that's dumb, stupid, and retarded as well. But anyways, listen, man, I had a great time talking with y'all on here today. I am about to wrap it up. TZ Dunn said the lady on Sanford son, dang, shout out to her. Keith Talk is a Trump supporter because he actually has a brain. Y'all some sleepy sheep. This is what I'll say. I admire some of the things that Trump do, like standing on business. I definitely got to admire that. But like I said, with everybody, I have things I dislike about people. I have things that I like about people. But I don't just fully hate. I'm not a person that hears Trump's name and I'm just like, forget him and he's a this and this or that. Hey, listen, man, protect America at all costs. I'm going to be 100. I'm just being real. I live in America, so I want us protected. I don't want bums hitting us. You know what I'm talking about? But definitely salute to President Donald Trump, especially how he handled this situation. Like I say, some situation I may say, oh, could have did this different, but that's just me being a realist and a real person. But definitely how he handled us not getting attacked and killed. Don't get us killed. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever we got to do for we don't die. It says, Key just don't cover rappers. He covers what he really, I like everything, though. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't just no one-sided person. You know what I'm talking about? All that. But anyway, so with all that being said, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get you up out of here. Black King Out category. I don't know what you're on some. Let me know something coming down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal.